Hey everyone, it's Terry from Everybody's Education, and I am here to walk you through a little bit on how I use Prince Mason's LUTs to make black skin the actual color that it is. A lot of times presets are geared towards making things more orange or purple, and they're more geared towards white skin than they are black skin. So you tend to shift the color cast of a person's skin tone, which is not ideal if you want them to actually look like themselves in a photograph. So I did this photo shoot yesterday with two lovely sisters and their mom, but I'm just going to work on the ones of the two sisters. And I wanted to show you, so these are all applied with my presets in Lightroom, and now I'm going to show you how I adjust the image to make her skin tone less orange and more her actual skin tone. So I'm going to go through my usual process first, which is frequency separation. So I am going to go do that. And bear with me, my computer has been a little less than happy today. Things are not working. This was supposed to be a live editing, but for some reason Facebook would not let me go live and share my screen. So this is what you get. And that's totally fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm using frequency separation to basically separate my image into two levels. One is textures, one is colors, and then I'm just going around to smooth things out a little bit. Once I'm done with frequency separation, then it's going to be time to apply the base colors that I would like to use, and for that I'm going to use the infinite color panel over here. And then my final step is applying the LUTs, and I'm going to show you why. As far as I buy presets and actions all the time. If you follow me for a while, you know this to be true. In a lot of my editing tutorials, I'll go through my vast array. And the interesting thing is that never once have I found a preset, like something that I use straight out of Photoshop, that actually makes black skin look like it does in person. So when I found these LUTs by Prince Meyson, I was very excited to try them. And I use them all the time on my work with black folks as well as people of color that have darker skin tones. Alright, so that's probably good enough for what we're doing today. I don't want to go too crazy on it. Again, normally I would spend a bit more time just finessing it and whatnot, but ultimately this tutorial is less about the full editing process. It's just for me, I like to have a good foundation to start with. So we're going to go through. If you're doing frequency separation, remember to do it on the whole body, not just the face, if necessary. It just makes things a bit smoother and all that good stuff. It's a good thing my live didn't work because my internet just cut out. Awesome. It is literally a day. And today was the day when I said I was going to be super productive, of course, and then everything goes to shit. All right, so now what I'm doing is applying not infinite color panel, the inverted high pass, which basically is just a skin smoothing kind of action. It creates this glossy thing, but don't worry, we're going to bring down the opacity there. Perfect. So yeah, so I want to point out here the why I chose the particular preset in Lightroom that I did is because I want to pick up all the warm tones in the set design that I have here. It is warm, but it still makes her also look more yellow than her actual skin tone is. Oh, she's gorgeous. So what I want to do now that I've done that, is I'm going to make my other color adjustments just to the whole scene as a set. And one of my favorite ones is just adding a bit of color into the shadows. So we have green shadows here. Let's see what that does. That's not too terrible, but we're going to reduce it a little bit. It's a bit muted. Not a huge fan of muted, though. It will come back later. Here we go. This kind of, And you might be like, ew, green. I don't care. I like it. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. And now we're going to go apply the LUT to change her skin tone. So I'm going to show you to be less yellow and more what it actually is in real life. So what you want to do is use your adjustment layer, little tabby do down here. You're going to press color lookup. And now I've loaded these into my 3D LUT thing here. And you can Google how to do that once you get these. And I'm sure, if I remember correctly, there's a tutorial how to do it as well when you purchase them. It's just I've had them for a while. So these are the different ones here. And I will go through all of them to show you so you can see it brings the skin, it changes the skin tone immensely. This is the one I'm going to end with because that is the closest to her skin tone in real life. But we'll go through so you can see how it changes. I want you to pay particular attention to the fact that it is also affecting the background, because the original preset that I had basically blanketed the whole image. Whatever we choose to do here will adjust the same yellow tones, not just in her skin, but also everywhere else. So this is the one that we're going to use. It helps maintain that beautiful dark skin tone that is less yellow, more of a cooler dark tone, and yeah, it just looks phenomenal. So what we want to do though, however, is I still want everything else to kind of maintain its warmth. So I'm going to actually invert my layer mask here, so that way it takes it away again. And you're going to be like, what, Terry, that's crazy. Don't worry about it. We're going to use our little paintbrush with the white paint, because we are painting on top of black, to reveal what is in this particular thing. So as I paint over her skin, it is going to bring it back to the color that we liked, while maintaining the warmth everywhere else around her. So this is where it's important to have a relatively strong understanding of layer masks and things like that. So you know it doesn't have to just, you just don't have to blanket apply anything. You can pick and choose where the color goes. But yeah, like this skin tone is amazing. So I did a little shoddy job there. So we're just gonna go and we're gonna just blend it in a bit more. Oh, not that much. All right, perfect. Beautiful. So there you go. So these are, like, seriously, I cannot tell you enough about Prince Meyson's LUTs. They make a huge difference in helping your clients maintain their actual skin tone. And I think that's really important for us to do. Like, everybody wants to look like a version of themselves or a heightened version of themselves. And, you know, when film was first developed, it was developed in favor of white skin. When lighting was developed, it was in favor of white skin. A lot of cinematography and presets and things like that default to making white skin look the best. But it's very important that we take the steps necessary to make sure that our Black clients also get the same treatment and look like themselves in a photograph. Like, she looks amazing here. This is gorgeous. I just see a bit of a patch that I missed there. So I'm going to adjust that while we're here. But yeah, so these are things that you want to consider doing. So obviously I'm going to include the link for his LUTs below. So throw some money his way and get these, because they will change your life. I'm going to finish it up here with a, I can't remember what the actual action is called, but it is from Jen Swedeen's Boudoir Actions. And I think it's called Finish Up Strong. It just adds a little bit of contrast. So what I'm going to do now is we're just going to quickly go, this is like one of my favorite things to do, if I can find it, there it is go back to where we started. So this is what our image looked like. You can see a lot more golden tones, a lot more yellow. And then this is where it ended. So we're still able to keep the warmth here, the pink here, but give her back her skin tone, which I think is phenomenal. All right, perfect. So that is it for this particular little tutorial, just a quick little thing to show you how to use those. Make sure that they can maintain their skin tone, but you can still get the warmth in the image around you and all that good stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the Everybody's Education group or on Facebook, which is also in the links below, or you can shoot me a DM on Instagram at Terry Hofford, or send me an email at thpstudios@gmail.com. All right, or let me know in the comments. Sometimes I get those. All right, yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Bye.